Hey everyone, this is day 26 of 31 days through Ezekiel and Daniel. Daniel chapter 6 showed us faithfulness under pressure. Daniel chapter 7 pulls back the veil and shows us the reality behind the pressure. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head while on his bed. Daniel chapter 7, verses 1. What follows is not narrative, it is revelation. The same God who delivers in history now reveals what governs history. Daniel sees four beasts rising from the sea, each different, each powerful, each representing successive kingdoms. A lion with eagle's wings, a bear raised on one side, a leopard with four wings, and then a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, exceedingly strong. Daniel chapter 7, verses 7. The imagery is unsettling because it is meant to be. Kingdoms, when viewed from heaven's perspective, are not polished, they are predatory. What appears orderly on earth often looks chaotic from above. As Matthew Henry observes, earthly empires, for all their refinement, are driven by appetite, dominance, and self preservation when separated from the rule of God. Power, when detached from divine authority, distorts. The vision intensifies. Horns emerge, symbols of authority and rulers, and then a little horn arises, speaking pompous words and exalting itself. Daniel 7, verses 8. Pride appears again, but now on a global scale. What we saw in Nebuchadnezzar personally now appears systemically. But then the scene shifts. I watched till thrones were put in place and the Ancient of Days was seated. Daniel 7 and 9. Everything changes in this moment. The chaos of beasts gives way to the order of a throne. The Ancient of Days is described with striking clarity. His garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head was like pure wool. His throne was a fiery flame, Daniel 7 and 9. The imagery communicates purity, wisdom, and authority. This is not a distant deity. This is a reigning judge. 1,000 thousands ministered to him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The court was seated and the books were opened. Daniel 7 and 10. Heaven is not reacting. It is ruling. As A.W. Tozer wrote, God's sovereignty is not an abstract doctrine. It is an active reality that governs all things, whether acknowledged or not. Daniel is being shown that what appears out of control on earth is fully accounted for in heaven. The fourth beast is judged, its dominion removed. Its power ends, not gradually, but decisively. And then comes one of the most profound revelations in all of Scripture. One like the Son of Man, coming with the clouds of heaven. Then to him was given dominion and glory and a kingdom that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him. Daniel 7, 13 and 14. This kingdom is different. It is not taken, it is given. It's not temporary, it's everlasting. As Matthew Henry notes, this passage points beyond immediate history to the ultimate reign of Christ, a kingdom that does not rise and fall, but endures without interruption. Daniel is troubled by the vision. The imagery is heavy. The implications are vast, but the interpretation brings clarity. The saints of the Most High shall receive the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever. Daniel 7 and 18. This is the anchor. Despite the rise of oppressive systems, despite the intensity of earthly power, the final outcome is already established. The people of God are not at the mercy of history. They are participants in a kingdom that outlasts it. John Bevere teaches that the fear of the Lord anchors us in eternity, allowing us to live with clarity even when surrounded by instability. Daniel's vision provides that clarity. The chapter closes with tension still present. The little horn continues for a time. Opposition remains real, but the verdict has already been declared. The court shall be seated, and they shall take away his dominion. Daniel 7 and 26. This is the pattern of Scripture. Conflict is permitted, evil is exposed, but sovereignty is never threatened. And so the question becomes, where have you been interpreting reality only from what you see? Where have systems, leaders, or pressures appeared larger than they are? And have you lifted your perspective high enough to see the throne above the beasts? Because Daniel chapter 7 reminds us that history is not ultimately shaped by kingdoms that rise from the sea, but by the one who sits above it.